NuKKle Sports. It's in the game.
I mean, it's just more questions you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no capping, I'll be speaking this. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yo, it's fucking Wednesday night. And we got the knuckleheads in the building, Knucklehead Sports. We got Krills in the building. We got Hoach in the building. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
I was startled. I was so focused watching the highlights. I was like, "Are we on?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We good. We good.
Are we? Are we?
You alive, ain't you?
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Huh? Is that enough nowadays?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
happy to be alive.
gonna need a steak or something.
I mean, I wonder how poor people, homeless people feel about that. Hey, I'm alive. Yeah,
Could be
man, welcome
worse.
to the show. Some would wish it was worse.
Could be dead.
Yo,
Word.
bro, hey, I'm not speaking for most. I'm speaking for myself. I would want to be. I mean, if there's
In that
literally
situation?
no way coming back, yeah. If there is no
I was
way
gonna
of
say not now, but in that
not,
situation.
yeah, not now. Like literally, like no way. And I'm 70s. Yeah, just take me out, bro. Just take me out. It was good, normal guy. Yeah, take me out, bro. It's too much of a fight ahead of me. I got the mindset. Yeah, positive. Yeah. I'm with it, but that'll be my choice. Take me out.
Sometimes it be that way, you know.
Yeah, take me out. I don't want to
Sure.
represent my family that way to the day I die. Take me out. You know, take me out. This is I'm embarrassing my parents right now. Take me out. So, yeah, man, back to sports, bro.
Kind of like the All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Yeah, man. Yo, the dunk contest, we just saw the highlights of it, which pretty much all you need to see. I don't know, man. Some of those dunks was dope, but a lot of it looked like. What year did you show me?
Right.
You see the same shit.
You hear that? This fucking speaker sounds like there's aliens trying to contact me. Give me a second.
Yo,
Now, but I hear you. I hear you. It hasn't been entertaining in many years now.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody's dunking. That's
they're
the
doing.
issue.
Yeah,
No
everybody's
superstars dunking.
everybody's trying to pay homage to the old shit. Like, how many people did we see put their fucking arm in the rim? Like, all right, we get it. You like Vince Carter too?
I mean, it's the problem with what we have. They can't move on. Like, get over it. Pay your homage and smash it. Pay your homage and represent. Pay your
You sure you're
homage
paying?
and do better.
You think they're paying homage, or the fact that they're not creative?
I hope it's because they're paying homage.
I think
And it's a
You
little
want
bit of
to you
both.
want to pay homage? Put an old school jersey on. You paying
Yeah,
homage.
thank you. Yeah, and that's it. Move
Yeah,
forward and do
yeah.
a quadruple under the legs with a 360. Like,
Yeah,
do something, man.
we
Do
seeing
something.
these dudes off the street doing some banger ass fucking dunk contests.
Right.
We seeing that shit on YouTube. Some dude just in a gym threw the ball off every wall on the fucking gym. It didn't touch the ground, and he's doing that 1680 spin, dunking that shit and breaking the rim. And shit.
And there's always a father throwing an alley oop. Like,
Yeah,
always. Like, I get it. Your son is in the league. Congratulations. Something to be proud of. But be off the court with that, bro. Be off the court. Kenyon Martin. That was horrible.
yeah,
He threw an alley to a son off the backboard, 2 feet away from the backboard. Like, you were an ex NBA player, athlete. You're not 80 years old, dude. Like, if you're gonna go in, go all out. Get in the uniform. You know what I mean? Get in it.
yeah,
He literally just got up off the bench, off the seats that he paid highly for. Got up with his blazer. They didn't even take his blazer and threw the ball up 2 feet on the glass. Like,
yeah.
and your basic son does a basic dunk. He's gonna have a basic career just like you, Dad. Thanks. Jesus fucking Christ.
Diablo.
Jesus Christ. They don't raise him like that. That wasn't the dunk. That's not how you represent Kenyon Martin. If we're gonna pay homage here, right? Correct?
Yeah.
We're still on this topic of paying homage and being non-creative. I think that dunk was a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Paying too much homage and not being creative enough with your dad, which is y'all should both be embarrassed. Go grab a seat, bro.
Yeah.
Trey Murphy was good. Trey Murphy was really good from the highlights.
He had some of them. Some of them were right. Some of them were just like basic shit.
That was second compared to White Man Can Jump now.
Yeah.
McClunk, another round for the whites on this one. We're just taking L's out here.
Word.
Yeah, it's over now. They won the dunk contest.
Yeah.
That's kind of, hey, if we're gonna take it there, let's be correct about it. That's pretty huge. I think that's the biggest storyline right now. No one is talking about. When was the last time a white man won a dunk contest? Can we look that up?
I got you right now.
Would it be your man Brent Barry? Wouldn't it be your man Brent Barry?
Spurs?
Yeah, I don't think he wasn't with the Spurs at that time.
Wow. I don't know how long ago was that. Did he
That's
win?
gotta
Did he
be
win?
that's gotta be the 1990s, maybe early
No
2000s.
way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's true.
1996. All right, so Brent Barry, he won the slam dunk contest in the NBA All-Star Weekend in 1996 with Julius Erving inspired slam dunk, in which he took off from the free throw line to sail in and dunk one-handed. He was the first Caucasian player to win the competition.
First of all, oh shit, my mic just fell. First of all, good shit on that like stat check, and that was some good knowledge right there, Hoch. God damn. 1990. What?
1996.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay. I guess this is the future now. This is it. But then again, all right.
But think about it this way. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, who was winning a 3-point contest? The white boys.
Yeah, Larry Bird.
Should we still have a white boy that's king of the 3-pointers? Oh, his name
Steph
is
Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Nah, he's not white, baby. He's
Oh, I
mulatto.
mean, I'm pretty sure his blood type says other. But what I see, that's a different story. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, back to the dunk contest. There's no superstars. Why Zion is not out there busting down backboards? Why? Why is
Because he
Giannis not
can't
out there?
dunk. He's not dunking.
What you
Zion
mean
is
he's
not
not
dunking.
dunking? But I know, I correct. But that's the issue. That's the problem. Like, that's why it sucks. Because if that was the headline, Zion, Giannis, even LeBron, get in there. Everyone, all the high flyers that are super, the Westbrooks, the people that bend rims. Why? Like, I think it should be mandatory in their contracts. Like, you gotta. You're a business. You're my asset, and this is the biggest weekend. You're gonna be out there, not just on Sunday for All-Star break, like All-Star game. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you're gonna be out there.
you really
You're gonna
can't put
be
that on a
shaking hands and
contract.
kissing babies. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
But you really can't put that in a contract.
I'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure you can.
So
Yeah,
I was
there's always a way.
I was listening to Undisputed about why LeBron never did the dunk contest. And listen, take this with a grain of salt. This is Skip Bayless talking. He said it's because
He's
that
not creative enough.
if they were to lose the dunk contest, they might lose some sponsors or some business or some other shit because
You know who didn't
I
care
can,
about
aura.
that?
I can
You know,
see that.
you know
Sadly,
who didn't care about that?
I
Kobe.
can see that. I can see that.
What you said, Hochi, about Kobe?
Oh,
Kobe
he said
was in
Kobe
the,
didn't care about that, but
Oh
Kobe
yeah.
was with Adidas at that time. Womp womp. Not that he
right, but
didn't make money off of Adidas. Let me stand corrected.
he didn't care about losing a dunk contest and worry about Adidas fucking canceling his contract or something like that because he lost a dunk contest.
You can't
Well,
because it's Adidas.
yeah, but also Kobe had no thought about losing that shit.
Exactly. He never has
Right.
no thought of losing.
Kobe was on some. All right, I win the dunk contest. Don't worry about it. Who these other guys? Why they
Yeah,
here? These bots?
and that was Kobe's rookie year. I
Yeah.
think that's when he came in as a rookie. He wanted to prove himself. He wanted to stamp his name early. He wanted to showcase. That's what Kobe does. I'm here. Like, this is the young boy I was talking crap about. High school, he ain't nothing. I won
No,
the
I
dunk
hear you.
contest.
How many dunk contests wasn't Jordan in? He was in at least 3.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yeah, right. I know he won one of them, right?
yeah.
And then he lost the others. Mr. Air.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
no.
I saw the spears come up my neck. You
Yo,
see
listen.
the tribes when they push up on the spears? You're like,
Yo,
hey,
listen.
Hey.
You take those shots whenever you can because we're all gonna take shots at somebody. You know what I'm saying? But they were all
We all
saying
got
like,
bullets.
yeah, they were all saying that LeBron James is an in-game dunker, which is why I've been saying this for years. The All-Star game should be the skills contest where it's 5-on-5, and it's either there's no real defense and you can do your dunks in the game.
But there's no real defense now.
No, but you know what I'm
That's
saying,
why
like
they should can it. No one is playing.
where like the
No,
first
they're
quarter
not.
is nothing but
Nobody.
dunks, the second quarter is number threes, the third quarter is.
But you talking about some rock and jock shit. That's what you're talking about.
But what are we playing now?
Exactly.
We're playing best friends.
You guys want to talk about scripts? That whole All-Star game looks scripted.
yo,
First
yo,
quarter
dude.
is this, second quarter is that, third quarter is this, fourth quarter is let's give them a little game. It's
Yeah.
too late.
All I'm seeing in the All-Star game is Steph. shoot threes. They want to see you shoot threes. Let me dunk the ball. All right, I got you. That's what it is.
They
To me.
let Jason Tatum drop 55 out of all the All-Stars we have in the NBA. We gonna let not to take away from Jason Tatum. He's a hell of a player, great shooter. But you're gonna let Jason a baby face? What? Am I bugging? No, if I would have seen Jason Tatum get hot, like, nah, bro, I can't let you win the All-Star. Like, there's bigger superstars here. Like, I will guard him, like, intensely. You're not gonna drop 55.
Yeah, I want to go back to that where it was the All-Star game was one-on-ones. It was
but you call people out.
Who's the best player in the game? Giannis Antetokounmpo or LeBron? All right, one-on-one, at least for two, 3 fucking plays. Come on, LeBron. Let's see what you got.
That's when I will defend that Mamba mentality or that you play
but
every
at the
game
same
hard.
time,
Like the old school All-Star games were dope. The West would dominate because they had the players.
Yeah.
That was in the early 2000s. In the 90s,
It was the East.
But in the 90s, it was a toss-up because most of the 90s, especially late 90s, you had on the West, you had people like Barkley, Malone, Stockton,
It's a squad.
On the East, you have fucking Dunk, not Duncan, David Robinson, Olajuwon. On the East, you had motherfuckers like Ewing, Jordan, Pippen, Bird. You had a squad. Like it would be like the original Dream Team playing each other. That's what the 90s were when it came to basketball All-Star games. Now you look at an All-Star game and you're like, yo, who the fuck is that?
Yo, I'm watching the All-Star highlights. I'm seeing better dunks in the All-Star game than in the fucking dunk contest.
Why? Because the All-Stars were there.
Yeah,
because
the real players are there.
The real players that get the
right.
revenue.
You're right, Joe.
They're there. Of course, all the good dunks are gonna be there. People dropping 55s. Of course, they need to be dunking. Or at least in the 3-point contest. At least make it longer, have more players. Even centers got to shoot a 3-point contest. Make it funny and enjoyable for everybody.
Have both sides of the court go and have them go one, together, so it's almost feels like it's a one-on-one type
versus
thing.
Toe on the other side of the court. We get our racks and that's it. Eliminate. That's round 1. Like, how do you not have people think of this? Or I'm pretty sure they have. Who denied this? This is a dope idea.
I don't think they're thinking of this shit. I honestly don't think they're giving a fuck about the All-Stars.
That shit is dope.
They'll start changing the All-Star game up when they stop making revenue from it.
Yeah.
Yo, don't sleep. They might make it relevant like baseball had to do with their All-Star game.
Yeah.
Which was what?
I think the winner got home field advantage.
Whoever wins.
Oh yes, that
in the World Series.
That
no
is
matter
crack.
what, no matter what record. So let's say that National has the team that wins the National League has a better record than the team in the American League. It don't matter if the American League won the All-Star game. The
American League got home field. That's dope.
Yep. And the thing is, even
just
in
to
the
make it relevant
game,
and make people play.
Yeah, and even in the All-Star game, it's like they want to win, but they're not gonna ruin a pitcher to win. They'll change a pitcher out every inning to save his arm, but the pitcher that's coming out now wants to end this game and win for his team. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you don't need LeBron playing every second of this game, but when he's in there, put on a show.
You know what it is? Truthfully, I don't. Back in the day, and Joe's right when he said about the mentality. Back in the day, even in the All-Star game, it was like, yo, I'm gonna show you up. Nowadays, it's more like, oh, I don't want to get shown up, so I'm not gonna really play defense.
But the embarrassment,
right?
Yo, people used to get cooked all the time. Like, you're gonna get cooked in basketball.
You know
you're
what?
Gonna get cooked. Everyone's got cooked.
the problem is back in the 90s, most of the people that played basketball played in the street a lot
Oh
to
yeah.
practice
Oh
and
yeah.
shit. And when you
Yeah.
played for fun, you played to dominate. Like the hardest you ever gonna play is in
Facts.
the playground. You don't want none
Facts.
of these motherfuckers thinking that you
You
whack.
wanted
You
that
gotta
street
stay.
cred.
Yeah, you gotta stay
Yeah, I was
on the
about to say
court.
that. That was your cred. That was your
If you
cred. You
wanted
know.
to
The
play,
playground cred.
if you wanted to play, you had to stay on the court and win. There's
Winners stay on
no,
the court.
yeah. You lose, you go home and play handball. You don't play basketball. You want to keep playing basketball, then you gotta win.
Winners stay
Not
on the
What was
court.
it?
so
You
so when
win
they
nothing.
play for
What
fun,
was it?
yeah, yeah. So when they play the All Star game, that's the fun game. So that's the game where it's like, all right, I'm gonna embarrass you now, because this game really don't mean nothing. So now I get to embarrass you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like in all actuality, Kobe in the regular game is not gonna sit there going, let me embarrass fucking Vince Carter so that way, he knows that I'm better than him. No, I'm gonna
But
win
in the
this
All
game.
Star game, but in the All Star game,
Yeah.
they called each other out.
Yep. In the All-Star game, yo, Vince, come here. Let me show you something.
Right.
let me show
Right.
you something.
And then going back down the court, Vince was like, "Ah, yo, let me get the ball. Let me show
Yeah,
you something."
yeah. You
You know,
want
like
all
it
right.
was competitive, but it was a
Yep.
friendly competitive.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, motherfuckers are too worried about their fucking image. They don't really want to put themselves out there.
Yeah, serious. And there's I don't want to say they're too friendly, but because even friends play hard against each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like this is an obligation.
Right.
Like these
There's no
players are
pride
there
in
for
it.
obligation.
There's no
Yeah.
pride in it. That's what it is. You know, back in the day, the players took pride in being named All Star.
Yeah. It meant something.
Right.
Because I don't think they even name all stars anymore. They just name captains and they pick them. They pick them themselves, right?
No, they still have the All Star battling kind of thing.
Title. Oh, the voting and all that.
Yeah, the voting that the fans do, and then the guys got to pick from the teams from those players that are voted in.
Ah,
But then again, that's also a popularity contest. I mean, I remember in the early 2000s, Yao Ming was hurt, and he was still named the starting center.
yep,
Like if you hurt, you should even be on that ballot.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could be like a coach or something, like an assistant coach or something. But you know,
You know, but I truly believe, you know, I know we've hit on this countless times. It's like nowadays they're soft. The players are soft. They don't have that crazy mental game. You
yeah,
know, they're like, oh, you know, I can't have somebody embarrass me, so I'd rather not even try.
It's a different
they're too
outlook.
protected.
It's a
Yeah,
different mindset nowadays.
yeah,
Now to these new players, now they're entering the game as a business. This is a job to them,
yeah, yeah,
literally. It's a job to them. So that passion is not there. Not to take away, like, oh, this is not their dream. Like, of course,
yeah. You gotta
it's
have
tough to get
passion.
to the NBA.
Yeah,
No, yeah. Don't get me wrong here.
yeah.
But once they're in it, it's a different. I feel you can see it. It's a different mindset, man. It's all
Mhm.
business. They don't want to get hurt. They
It's
like
all, it's all about their brand.
contracts, branding, social media now is involved,
Who
and
can
how
they
they want.
play with to get to the championship?
Yeah, how can
Right.
they brand themselves outside of NBA? So like, it's crazy, man. It's not the same. They're not
You could,
dying on that court.
you know
They're
what
not.
the crazy? Yo, back in the day when someone got signed, it was almost like if they were a flop, they disappeared.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what's his name? Earl Monroe? Is that the guy I'm thinking about? Where he was supposed to be the guy and then he got hurt. He was the center
Earl
or
the
some
Pearl
shit.
Monroe.
No, no. Shit. I'm thinking of a center. Not Earl the Pearl. Fuck. Is it Monroe? Well, anyway, that's just hypothetically. Guy comes in. He's supposed to be the next guy. He gets hurt. He doesn't take the team where he's supposed to go. He doesn't perform. This motherfucker disappears. People are like, yo, where's this guy at? Oh, he's on this team in the fucking in with the Bobcats.
Damn, called the
Not,
Bobcat.
yeah, but now like Zion, I didn't see him do shit since he got here, but he was supposed to be the biggest prospect, and he's still a big deal to people. Is it now? It's like, well, if you're not on a super team, we can't expect you to win.
His
Right.
star died from Mario.
Yeah,
When you get the what is the plan of the star? When you get the star, tin, tin, tin,
yeah,
tin, 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 tin,
yeah.
that ran
Yeah,
out. He's
yeah.
back to regular little Mario. Well, big Mario, because he'd be on those mushrooms
And
for
you
sure.
know who has an almost infinite supply of stars? Fucking Kevin Durant. Yo, this
Tin, tin,
dude,
tin,
he
tin,
had
tin,
that
tin,
star in OKC. They lost it. He goes to the Warriors. He gets another star. He
tin,
goes
tin,
to
tin,
Brooklyn.
tin,
Gets
tin,
another
tin.
star. He goes to the fucking Suns. He got another star. It's like, yo, I've never seen somebody so lucky
That's
in my life.
that's KD. That's KD, man. You could do that shit, and it's sad,
What up,
bro. You
Joseph?
know,
What up, Big
it's
Food?
so. What up, Joseph? What up, Habibi? Yo, look,
Yo.
What up, Noble
guys.
Guy?
You heard it here first on the Knucklehead podcast. And I want you guys to be sitting down when I say this, and I want you guys to embrace what I'm about to say. We
Uh-oh.
are going to miss the NBA soon. In a couple of more years, there's going to be a lot of our favorite superstars retiring. Not just mine, there's plenty others that are aging and they can't give us that ball that we're hoping to see. Even when we hear their name, like Kevin Durant, oh, he's gonna drop 35. LeBron's gonna drop this, and they're out. Like a lot of them are out, man. Even to Westbrook, like they're on their way out soon, and we're gonna miss it, and we're taking it for granted. We're gonna miss these dudes, and I swear to God, when they retire, the NBA is gonna suffer. That market is gonna drop for sure. For sure. There's no one right now that I can honestly say can pass on the torch. Who got the torch? Like the closest I'll say is Luca right now. Like
Yeah.
Luca will that's Luca. You know, but there's no rivalry. Like I maybe John Morant, but he's not winning anything.
We're
You
gonna
know?
Yeah,
in the
not on
certain
that team.
Not on
Not on
that, yeah, right. Not on that team. He's
in
just good for nothing.
in the circle of history, we're gonna go to the era right before Magic and Bird,
Mm. Yeah, okay.
where it's like we
but
need a
but see,
star to bring the NBA
but,
back to where it was.
but all sports go through that at one time. We didn't we like truthfully, when you Jordan was retiring, we're like, yo, we hope Kobe takes it to the next step. But then Kobe
Yeah,
had to find somebody to be his rival. Like, like we
Yeah.
got spoiled watching basketball in the '90s.
yeah, we got
That's
a
what it was
bunch of
too.
stars in the '90s. Fucking
But not
Shaq,
only that, they
Kobe,
not right,
Hardaway. You know,
right.
a
And they
bunch of
wanted to
fucking stars
play
came.
they wanted to play against each other instead of playing with each other.
Yeah,
So there was a lot more rivalries out there. Like now everybody was like, nah, I want to go play with this guy and that guy, you know. And I tell people straight out, I said back in the '90s, fucking Magic and Bird would say, nah, I'm gonna go play with Jordan. Barkley was saying, nah, I want to go play with Jordan. They were saying, yo, put me out there and let me beat Jordan.
Right.
yeah. I
You know,
honestly believe if you put Patrick Ewing in a Bulls jersey back in those days, he'd have ripped that shit off his body. Like, yo,
of
get this shit
course.
off of me.
Oh,
Fuck.
like what are you doing?
They would have won a chip. But I'm just saying, initially he'd have been pissed. Like, get me out of this fucking team. I don't want to play. I don't want to play for him. I want to beat him. But
Like people say it, but motherfuckers really hated the Pistons. And with the
yeah,
bad boy era, and people forget that team. Yeah, they played tough defense, but it was Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, your man Dennis Rodman was on that team, Rick Mahorn, you know, like it wasn't like these guys were just like enforcers and they were bums. They were guys that can actually play.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
For the
like I,
Pist-
I, I like I tell people straight out, people forget that Ramen had a very good 15-foot jump shot that he used when he was in the Pistons,
at one
but he
point.
didn't need it.
Yeah.
He didn't need it when he was
'Cause
with the Bulls.
his job was to get the
Why?
rebound and pass it out.
Phil
That
Grab
was
the
his
Jackson's
job.
like,
rock.
hey, you can
Yep.
shoot, but you're gonna get rebounds and give it to that guy, the
Yeah.
bald
Right.
guy. Give it to
That was
him.
it.
I'll give you the point. I'll give you the putbacks on offensive rebounds.
Yep.
I'll go, but I ain't running plays for you.
Greg Oden. That's the dude I was thinking of.
Oh, Greg Oden. Oh, well, that was injuries was his fucking
Yeah.
downfall, man.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be good. He was good in Ohio.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the truth, but
He was the man in
you know,
Ohio. I knew
you
him in
fucking
college. I
can't.
was like, wow.
Yeah, can't couldn't stay healthy, but that ruins a
Yeah.
lot of people's career
Do,
health.
do, do you
Life, bro.
think that um so many avenues to the NBA is causing that? Causing the lack of like competition and just like and there's no more
Not really, because
because
when Kobe was around, you can go straight through high school. Now you can't do that.
yeah,
You
that's
can
true,
still be
but
young.
the thing with that is like, yo, you're going into a den full of men. Now, there's no kids here. Kobe had to grow up. Kevin Durant had to grow up. LeBron had to grow up to play with these men, and that's supposed to give them that fire. But when you got the Lonzo Ball son going, I don't need to go to school. I'm gonna go to fucking Europe for a year and play with these whack motherfuckers, and then come on a team and outshine on a whack ass team, and now he's the best player on that team. It's like, all right. See, to me, it's like it's not impressive because you're not doing nothing. Like, yeah, you putting up numbers, but where's Kobe finding you out? The same way that he did for Jeremy Lin. Remember that?
No.
Jeremy Lin came out of nowhere and then he met Kobe, and Kobe was like, yo, listen, bro, let's put you back in that little bubble that you was in. You could be famous, but not on me. That's I think that's listen, I could be completely wrong. This just came out of the top of my head, but it's just there's so many avenues to get to it. You don't have to earn it no more. You're a big name. You're the number one draft pick.
Yeah, it's just different times.
You know what?
It's
You know
different
what? I can
eras.
see where you're going. I can see where you're going with that because we have so many more. But it's not like they have more avenues of getting into the NBA. They have more ways of people knowing who they are before they get to the NBA. Early '90s and 2000s. There was no social media. You
Yeah,
wasn't on Instagram showing somebody your 41-inch vertical where you're dunking and whatever. Like nobody was posting videos. Like if you was on ESPN, ain't nobody know you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they might be word of mouth, but nowadays you have TikTok, Instagram. I mean, it's a little bit older, but Facebook. Like you have so many different ways of knowing of somebody. When back in the
yeah.
days it was word of mouth and ESPN. Like remember this, I used to be hyped to see ESPN's top 10 plays of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even in the mornings before going to school.
Right,
Yep.
I used to
Yep.
love the top tens. I used to
Yep.
always
right.
wait for it.
Now ask
I can't
somebody,
leave
ask
until I see top
somebody,
10.
now ask somebody, yo, when was the last time before you left to go to school or work or whatever you put on ESPN? What they're gonna tell you? Well, I gotta do that. I'll just go on fucking Instagram or fucking
First
any
thing
kind of
people
social media.
do. It's the first thing they do. As
Yeah.
soon as they wake up, they
Go on YouTube. I don't need to do ESPN. I go
just
on YouTube.
scroll, text, reply, scroll. It's like hey man. But yeah, it's just different eras. It's a different era. It's a different era. That all equates to what we're seeing right now. This is the product, and we just have to adjust, fellas. We just have
Maybe,
to
maybe,
adjust.
maybe, Vince, maybe there's an oversaturation, which is why you don't see people as creative in the dunk contest anymore. Like, yo, remember growing up and you wanted to see the N1 mixtape because you wanted to see the dunkers from N1, just fucking
Yeah,
dunking
that was
shit
the
and blowing,
XFL right there.
Yeah.
blowing,
Yeah.
blowing your, blowing your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
dribbling.
300-pound dudes dribbling and playing ball.
Right.
Like that was dope, bro.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like you were hyped to see that. That was almost. It's almost like the equivalent of when PS first came out, where you used to send you that demo of the demo of
And
like
one
10
mix one,
games.
yeah, of
Right,
course. And when
right,
volume one, that volume two,
right.
that was my
Nowadays, you
shit.
want to know what's going on? Where you go? The internet. You go to
It's over.
YouTube. You go to
But if you see that documentary with the professor, he breaks down how they all got done dirty. Like that
Yeah.
N1 brand,
Oh, yeah, none of them
that
got
tour
paid.
was all a scam. Like they were
Oh
using
yeah.
them to generate the bills, but it didn't continue because those players were getting scammed out.
Yeah.
Contracts were horrible. They were leaving. They were all like, "F this." Like that's how that happened, and that sucked.
They had the players eating pizza and the managers
And
eating
they
fucking
had
filet
the
mignon and
money,
shit. Yeah.
the money that would do and one shorts and all that,
Oh
Oh
my man, I
yeah.
used to. That one shorts used to
the
be the shit when
olas
I
and all
was.
that.
Fuck yeah. My man, I used to live on fucking buying
I know.
Photo Models and buying M1 shorts.
With your olas, that was
You
funny.
know, my man, like we didn't walk around with all us under our jeans because we were always ready to ball. We
Yeah,
was always ready to ball.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nowadays, you talk about guys. You see guys wearing Crocs and socks.
Hey, you should just
You
comfortably
know.
watch your mouth now. You hear? I mean, I don't wear them in the streets. Those are my indoor slippers. Like they're comfortable as fuck. I might
Right.
run to the store. I might go downstairs to pick something up if you coming by to drop something off. Yeah, but
Listen,
no,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
lie.
walking.
Those Crocs are comfortable as fuck. But when I'm on the train and I see dudes, you know, I see dudes with Crocs and socks, I'm like, okay, he
Hey,
going
wait.
somewhere.
Which Crocs? Because now they're evolutionary now. Like they evolved. Like you could the starter kit, the starter Croc, the Crocs for beginners. Let's put it that way. It's the normal Crocs that you could change to sport mode with the holes in them. Right? You put the charms in it, the little pieces you put in the fucking hole. That's the starter kit. Now, for you advanced players, you know where I'm going. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that are like slippers with no holes in it. It's just a flat top and it's like a slipper with like some cushion in it. Like those Crocs are official. Now they got Crocs that look like shoes, like with laces and shit. It's crazy.
Damn.
Comfortable.
I didn't even know that.
Look up the Crocs, man. You guys are missing out. The
Croc-
Crocs that show be wearing at work.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like I
yeah.
see people dressed in those jeans and shit, like, and you
Wait,
can't
what?
really tell. It looks good.
Yeah. Crocs and
Looks like a
Uggs is
slipper.
something that I could do without. I'm good.
I can't. I never done Uggs. I won't.
Yeah.
But that should kill
What's the
the
matter?
dunk
You
contest,
never
bro.
done Uggs, Cruz? You
I
never done Uggs?
I never done Uggs.
Rep,
I will
rep,
dunk.
rep,
I will dunk in
rep your
Uggs.
man Brady. Rep your man Brady.
No, I would never do Uggs. I would never wear the Majin Boos, bro. Never. You never catch me dead in them shits.
The
The
Majin
Goku's.
Boos.
Majin
I would
Buu.
never rock the Goku 2000. You bugging out.
Shit. Yo,
Nuh-uh.
let me ask y'all a question. Going back to basketball. I think one of the major reasons why a lot of these teams are not competitive or a lot of these players aren't competitive is because the players are making the decisions on where to go and who to play with and not the teams. Because I know back in the day when you had Shaq on the Lakers, Shaq said, "I need Kobe," and the general manager gave you Kobe, and then they go, "We need another rebounder. Let's go get this guy. We need a facilitator. Let's go get this guy." Where now it's like, well, LeBron can't do nothing with this team, and I'm just saying LeBron's name. I'm not getting at him, but LeBron can't do nothing with this team, so let's go to the Lakers. I have a better chance of going into movies and all this other shit in LA
Like I said,
than I did in
before,
the
it's all
Cavs.
about right now,
Business now.
especially in basketball. It's all about building your brand. It's not about
We got you,
basketball.
normal guy. Don't worry about
Like I
it.
said, right now in basketball, it's all about building your brand. It's not
Right.
about basketball. It's not about basketball
And saving
itself.
money. That's one thing that the old school basketball generation left for the new age is how to take care of your money. Like that's I think they spread that knowledge out fairly. Because
Right,
now
because
players determine where they want to go play due to taxes, state taxes. Like,
of
a lot of
course.
people love to play in Miami because they have such a low tax rate. I think
But
Yeah.
there
no
is no
tax.
No
no
state
There is
tax.
no
there is
No
no
tax.
state
There
tax.
tax.
is no tax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami, Texas. I mean,
I think
Florida,
Texas as
Texas.
well.
You
Yeah.
know,
So
the two states that have the highest tax are California and New York. And
mm,
you got the Lakers out in California. And, say what you want. You know, even though the Knicks really haven't been relevant, MSG is still MSG.
it's
You
New
know,
York.
Yeah.
right? As much as the Knicks have not been in like the whole and be like really good team, the Garden's still the Mecca, as my man as Jordan called it once. Everybody's man is Jordan. Jordan called it the Mecca. Everybody's like, yo, bring your A game when you come to the Madison Square Garden. And even to this day, when people want to drop 50 points at MSG, because if you
So
drop 50 points at
disrespectful.
MSG, of course,
Sorry.
but if you ball out in New York, you know that game is being broadcast everywhere,
I fucking hate it.
everywhere. You know, if you go and you ball out in in Memphis, only people really care about that shit is the people in Memphis.
I hate watching the Knicks.
I
Sorry.
hate watching.
Nowadays.
I hate watching the Knicks too, but that's the other reasons.
It just sucks, man. It's a beautiful stadium. It's MSG, whoop de woo. But everyone else owns MSG. The
Yeah.
Knicks don't own MSG. All the stars and
Jordan.
legends, they own
Yeah.
Reggie. All of them own. Everyone
Yeah.
shows out in MSG, but the Knicks. That I
Yeah.
find crazy.
Because MSG is bigger than the team.
Yeah.
The arena is bigger than the team that plays in.
That's why that's why they're like that. I think
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, but look, not for nothing.
In my opinion,
Even though you have
I'm gonna
players,
smoke.
like Jordan, and like Reggie, who had great moments in Madison Square Garden, it was like, yo, you was going to Madison Square Garden to play the old school Knicks. You knew you was in there for a fight. Now people are like, yo, I'm gonna go to New York. Ain't nobody on that squad that I know can guard me.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you right, I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan since my young days. You know what I'm saying? But what I tell everybody, I said the last time the Knicks were actually relevant was back in 1999, the year before James Dolan took over the Knicks. Ever since James Dolan took over the Knicks haven't been shit.
It's a long suffering. My condolences.
Yeah, I mean, the closest we had to being relevant was when we had the oldest league in the roster with Jason Kidd and Melo, and the assistant coach was our coach, and we went to the second round of the playoffs, and that was it. And
Oh,
then
you mean
after that,
when we barely made it out of the first round, they got slapped in the second round? Yeah,
yeah.
we were relevant. Yeah.
Well, I
Of
mean,
course.
but I'm saying like that was the closest in a long time we got to actually being a contender or a
And
team.
and when was that, Vince? When was that?
Shit, bro, that was what 10 years ago. If that maybe like what? No, maybe like 8 years ago, something like that.
You know
Fucking
what I'm saying?
the year
And that
before
was
Jason Kidd
and that
started
was for 1 year.
the Bucks. Yeah,
That was 1 year.
yeah. That was like a half a year because the assistant coach came on like that second half of the year, and then we just turned it up. And like a genius, we got another coach instead of for keeping him.
I mean, the whole thing right now is that basketball right now, and you know what? In sports in general, they're all treating it as a business.
Yeah,
Because like, you can even find that in what's going on in the NFL right now. You know, I'm pretty sure that if Lamar Jackson would have had his money, he would have been on the field in the playoffs. But because the Ravens don't want to pay him, he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna put myself in jeopardy, and that's him taking care of he's his brand.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'm not gonna jeopardize my brand and my career to play on the team where obviously you guys don't want me here. So
yeah.
Sorry.
It's true.
It is very true. I was looking at the XFL rules. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
those.
out of tune with the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
I've
look
been
those up too.
watching and hearing people going for 3-point conversions,
All right.
going on 4th and 15, but
So here's
weird.
the deal. When you score a touchdown, you can get you have a play from the 5 yard line, and that's your 1 point. That's your extra point. If you go from the 10 yard line, it's 2 points. The extra point. If you go from the 15, it's
Oh.
3 points. Now, if in the fourth quarter, instead of kicking an onside kick, you have the choice of keeping the ball, but your possession is now fourth down, 15 yards.
Right.
And if you make
Yeah,
that,
if you make
a-
it, you keep
and
the
if you
ball.
don't, the other team gets the ball
Other
from
team gets
there.
the ball.
They
Yeah.
recover the onside.
Yes.
Wow.
So those are the rules they came. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
That's
Creative.
music.
Creative.
Music to the ears.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
dope. So
And
no field goals.
there's
No
field
extra.
goals.
You
I
can
think
still
there's field
opt
goals, but you can run a
kick.
play. I think the 2 point conversion is from 10 yards, is from 5 yards, and the 3 point is from 10 yards. But I think you can kick the field goal for
Okay.
one. Because
Okay.
I know.
I watched the last 45 seconds of Vegas and Arlington, and Vegas came back and they tried that 3 point conversion and got sacked and they lost the game on that one play.
Hmm. That's interesting. That is so
Yeah,
fucking cool.
yeah.
Are
Once
these new rules or they always been there?
no,
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 those are
no.
new
I don't
Those
rules.
are new
remember
rules.
These are
these.
new.
These are new rules. The
These are
original,
new rules that.
yeah,
Yeah, these are new rules that Rock and his I guess his I know Rock quote unquote owns the XFL, but I would say
the business part. He has a
the
business partner, the lady,
right. Right,
like
but
an
I think they
investor.
have. Yeah, but I think they have like a I was more like a table of people that you know make up the rules and the
Yeah, yeah,
regulations and like
yeah.
that. And he sat down with them. He's like, "Yo, what can we do to make us to want to have people watch the game?" Like I remember when the first FO first came out and Vince McMahon had it, and the whole you can put whatever you want on your jersey as long as it's not profanity. And you had guys like my man, I forget his real
He,
name, but on
yeah,
his
he hate me. Yeah,
right,
yo, dude, people will never forget that name. He hate me.
you know, and they
Never.
got him into
And
the NFL. He played. He was a punt returner and a running back on the Panthers for like 2 years.
yeah, and the crazy shit was that if you ever watched that documentary of the XFL, they changed the rules and the first play of the game, the two people going for that not the kicker, but like the run down the field and get the ball. Those two people hurt
Right.
themselves and they were out for the rest of the season. They had so many people injured in the first week of the game of the XFL that it was almost like, yo, we don't have anybody left on these teams.
Originally,
Yeah, in the original XFL.
because I'm tell you the truth, I believe they didn't give enough the teams enough time to actually
No, yeah, they put the whole league together in I think 3 months or some shit like that.
right, and that's not and there was like no training camp or whatever. It's like, yo, we're gonna throw you guys on a bunch of team, have a little draft or whatever, and
Good
next
luck.
next month, and then in 2 weeks from now, we're playing the first game.
They
Yeah.
have 10-minute halves. How long is
So
the NFL's?
15, 15 to 20.
This is a 10-minute half. Check this out, bro. The clock will stop following first downs after 2-minute warning of
yeah,
either half.
you stop the clock after first downs.
That
You,
is
you can't.
crack. You don't have
Yeah,
to
you
run and
can't.
spike it. Once you get a first down, the time is
Oh
done. Like
yeah,
it stops.
an incomplete pass and out of bounds is not going to
Continues.
stop the clock.
It's not
Yeah,
gonna stop anymore.
yeah,
So there's no more dinking and
yep,
dinking and die. Or what's the other word? Dinking and what? Dinking and doinking.
Dunking, dinking and
Dinking and
dunking.
dunking. Yes. Dinking
yeah.
and hi puppy. Love you. Dinking and dunking. And that stops that. Like that's dope. Wow, NFL want to be such a copycat league. Copy that, motherfuckers.
Word. Josh Gordon and the former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Ben
Oh, Danucci.
Danucci is in the XFL. What team?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Me knowing those rules, that has to be fun to watch.
I'm not gonna lie. The last like 45 seconds of that game, I was like, oh shit, okay. Because I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple plays where it was like, all right, this shit is slow, but once they got that touchdown, and it was like, yo, they win the game with this, and they got the
Right.
sack. It was like, oh shit, all right. I was invested.
It gives mad opportunities for comebacks. So
Yes.
it's like it gives mad opportunities for every game to be competitive.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
mean,
always going for
unless
3-point conversions and catching up.
unless one of the teams is really bad.
That's the really
Yeah.
bad.
But
Correct.
I honestly hate that shit where there's a
That's
minute and 50 seconds left,
crazy.
and all they got to do is spike the ball and the game's over. It's like, damn, you pussy ass motherfuckers. I hate that shit, bro. Deep down in my soul, I hate when they spike the ball with a minute left and they're talking about, oh, the game's over.
And their games are on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? They got a Thursday and a Sunday, but it's mostly Saturdays. A 3:00 and an 8:30 game.
But there's only, what, 7 teams, 8
Oh,
teams?
it's 2 games on Saturdays and 2 games on Sundays.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that bad, bro.
No,
Wade
it-
Phillips
it-
is the Houston Rednecks head coach.
Wade Phillips?
Yes.
That's funny.
Who was
Phillies in here?
Roughnecks. I call them Rednecks. Wow.
Roughneck. Yo. Okay. See, I just noticed the scores of the games, and after me reading the rules and confirming how dope that shit is, look at the game scores. Vegas Vipers versus Arlington Renegades, 20-22.
Yeah.
Right? Look at the Orlando and Guardians versus Houston Rednecks. It was 12. It was 12-33. Orlando, you suck. That's the team that sucks, Hoch. Now the rest of the games, the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the San Antonio Brahmas, 18-15. Seattle Sea Dragons versus DC Defenders, 18-22. Like every game has the possibility, unless they're evenly matched. But with the scoring system in play, the onside 4th and 15, you can get that. It's more likely to get that than an onside kick. You know how fucking hard it is to get an onside kick? You got to kick the ball precisely. Like, you can't fuck up.
And with the way the rules is, it got to go 10 yards and someone got to touch it or some shit.
It's crazy, bro. That kick got to be on point.
And it's almost like the rules are kick it to someone and hope that he fucks up.
Yeah, because there's no way about it. You can't. Unless you kick a squibble kick, like just hit it off the floor, let it bounce crazy. But that's a hard kick.
Yeah.
That's the ball is gonna bounce where the ball is gonna bounce. You can't. It's hard to control it. Wow, this is interesting. I'm definitely tuning in next game, which is tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And I am watching that.
Do they have different rules for the USFL?
Yeah, the USFL is very much like the NFL with the rules and shit like that.
I'm watching it. I'm watching this tomorrow. Who we have tomorrow? We got the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the Seattle Sea Dragons. I mean, they could fix the names up, but it's okay. We could get used to this.
Word.
I can get used to this. Like the Vegas Vipers, I thank them. DC Defenders, that's pretty cool. The San Antonio Brahmas, I don't know what that is.
A Brahma bull.
That's what that is?
Yeah,
Brahmas?
It's a bull. It's a bull skull, their logo.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, I thought it was a bee or something.
You remember?
Like a bug?
I thought it was like a shield with some shit.
His nickname in the in WWE was the Brahma Bull.
Yeah,
the Brahma Bull.
Because he had
I
that
know how you
tattoo on
spelled
his.
Brahmas. Yeah, I know that was.
Yeah.
You know.
The San Antonio Bromance.
That's what. Well, Brahmas. That's it.
Brahman. You know what you can see. We said Brahman.
This is fucking. So this is a short season. How
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
weeks? It's only 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks, and then you get the semifinals and then championship.
Yeah, and I think their the way they do their overtime is different too.
The
I
overtime,
think
they have
they
3 tries. They have 3 overturning. Like, if you score, I can score. If you score, I can have another chance to score.
right.
They go 3 goals. It's like best
It's
of three.
almost it's almost like the way they have it in college, where they're gonna start you at a line, and
You
you
just
know
go.
you just go.
This is fucking awesome. Wow, I hope this
It's it's
succeeds. I
it's
hope this. I
it's
hope this
definitely it's definitely
succeeds.
worth a look.
I hope they
Definitely
succeed.
worth a look.
This is so fucking cool. Now I gotta teach my girl another fucking sport. God damn, I just got to the rules with NFL. Now I gotta teach her these rules. I'm gonna just send her the link. Okay, look, do some. Just read them yourself. Print it out. Take it with you when we go watch the game.
Study this shit.
Yeah, read the fucking paper.
Don't ask, no question.
Teams begin 5 yards apart and the kickoff.
I'm telling you, it's very interesting what they're doing.
Okay, they got the traditional onside kick. You could do that anytime during the game,
Right.
or the 4th and 15th conversion from your own 25-yard line, fourth quarter only.
Right.
That's
Which is a
dope. You
great
can't abuse that.
that's
Like, if your team is
right. That's a
trash,
great twist.
I'm gonna get 15 yards on
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna get the ball all the time. You're never gonna touch the ball.
Yep.
Double forward pass. This is too much. This is too much. I don't know what that entails. I just read double forward pass. That doesn't sound. That's a flag.
No, yeah, I think behind the line of scrimmage, you can pass the ball forward, and then he can pass the ball forward again.
If a team completes a forward pass behind the line of scrimmage, that team may throw a second. Oh, team rules. As long as the ball has not crossed the line of scrimmage. Sorry.
No, but I think in the NFL you can't. If it's a
You can't
forward
do it
pass,
for me.
you can't throw it again.
Right. This one's just as long as it's behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's right. You have to throw backwards. Wow. So you can fake a screen, bro.
Yep.
You could fake a little pitch out, a wheel out going this way. You could throw it to him with momentum, stop, and then nah. That's OD. You need 2 quarterbacks on the team because I will run that all day. I will run that a lot. Once the ball has passed,
Yeah,
the
but
line
I
of
also
scrimmage,
I
no
also
forward
think I
passes
also
are
think
permitted.
is there like I gotta look it up, but like it's like but they also allow the defense to play defense. Like I know you're reading a lot of the rules for the offense, but I believe they still allow the defense to play defense.
And there's no
On
fumble.
some
You can't fumble that. You can't fumble no screens. The first well, if you're doing this double forward shit, the first pass may fall incomplete rather than becoming a fumbled lateral. So, like, if we're doing a trick play, like you catch, it's not a fumble, even
but
if it's
in the
behind the
end,
line of
but
scrimmage.
see, in the end, in the NFL, even if it's behind the line of scrimmage, if it's behind the line of scrimmage in the NFL, but it's still you pass it forward or lateral,
It's still a
that won't be considered
incomplete,
a fumble.
right?
It's an incomplete pass. But if you throw it behind you, that's a
Right.
fumble.
That's a fumble.
Right.
All right. Well, then I don't know. They didn't mention anything behind the backwards. It just said the first pass. But I think this is just with the double forward passing.
Right.
Like, these are the rules if you're gonna do that play. Okay. That should be interesting. I want to keep my eye on that. That's a lot of flags and challenges I see coming. Overtime. Instant replay. Centralized replay with all plays subject to review from replay official. or non-review. No.
Like they incorporated
Okay.
a lot of the stuff that people wanted to like see. Like like I believe they made everything reviewable. Like how we say sometimes, like, yo, why isn't that reviewable? And oh, the NFL says it's not reviewable, and we say, yo, fuck this shit, that should be reviewable. Yeah, they incorporated a lot of stuff in it that the
Yo,
fans were asking for.
the head coach may challenge one on-field ruling per game. That's crazy. They could. Oh, that's crazy, including those involving a foul or potential foul. Like, yo,
Right,
you didn't
Okay.
call that hand to the face, or you didn't call that holding. I could challenge that. Like, yo, look, he held
That's
him.
a pass interference.
I could
right.
challenge that.
That wasn't called.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kind of challenge, I'd probably hold on to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. But that's now you got to be smart with it because there's gonna be a lot of
Right,
incidents where like, oh, that's a pass interference, but only got one. You only got one.
right.
So choose. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, they killed it. And they got a click here for the complete rule book. That's too much. But thank you for letting me on in the game. Like, this is dope. Final ruling made by designated members of officiating department in central location. Okay. So no one on the field is making the calls. It's coming from the higher ups, which is pretty cool. Hopefully they eliminate more bad calls,
Yeah.
Yo, this is fucking fire. And it's only 10 weeks. You know how fire fantasy would be right now?
Shit.
How many teams? Like only 8 teams or something
Yeah,
like that?
there's 8 teams.
Oh, it's not enough teams to go around. Yo,
But
Joseph,
shit.
this is pretty cool. I'm going to get tickets. We don't have no New York, right? What's the
No, we
closest?
don't have a New
Uh,
York team.
which sucks because in the original one we did have a New York team.
Yeah, we did.
The New
God,
York got lost.
New York got to be so fucking whatever. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get canceled. What's the closest? DC? I'll drive to DC.
Yeah, DC ain't that far away.
I'm not going to Arlington. No, no.
You don't want to go to West fucking Alabama?
I could do a Washington.
Alabama.
I could do a Washington, DC.
Alabama.
Yeah,
Same
Alabama.
regulations when it comes to the field.
Yeah, it feels the
Same
same.
standard?
There's no smaller field or anything.
Okay. Look at this, and it's a set. Yo, we could road trip.
How much are the tickets?
I have no idea. No idea yet. Let me give you. I'm gonna find out right now. It can't be much, but
Yeah, I was about to say I
I'm
don't think it'll be
assuming.
much.
Which is great. Sounds good to me. I want some like courtside. $114, and that you can sniff their jerseys.
Yo, but I don't know if you've seen in any of in like the highlights that you was watching, those stadiums were empty.
Absolutely, that's fine. I'm not there to see the
Yeah, because
stadium.
the first couple of games are always gonna be like that because people are hesitant as to because of what happened with the original. Like, yo,
Yeah.
the original one had people watching them, and then it just fizzled out because I, there was no money being made, which sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the things. Like, yo, there was no real money being made because there was like nobody in the seats. You know what I'm saying? It because McMahon, besides the jersey stuff, he really made it like it was in the NFL, and people are like, "Yo, I get it, but we're trying to watch something that's different from the NFL."
Yeah.
Right. Which is totally understandable. Yo, I don't know about this game, but this game is kind of fucking crowded. I'm trying to find some fucking
What game?
seats. The Battlehawks versus DC Defenders on March 18th. at 6 o'clock. I'm my fault. I gotta do this later. I'm here fucking. I'm literally glued looking for seats. All right. Distraction. Distraction. Get it away. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna check out the game tomorrow. That I have to. Thursday Night Football is back.
Now you just gotta see where they're doing it like on TV, like which channels are showing it.
I don't know. No
ESPN
idea.
and ABC.
Yeah.
I think those are the
Really?
channels.
So he got a deal with fucking Disney.
Yeah, I think those are those are the channels that, because I know I watched it on ABC before, but yeah. So week 2, what? So week 2, the Battlehawks and the Sea Dragons tomorrow is going to be on FX, ESPN Plus, and then
ESPN
Saturday,
Plus? Fuck.
yeah, and well, it's going to be on FX also.
Okay.
So
So you
the
telling me
Saturday
Disney
game is
owns FX? Holy
Now they
what?
do.
No, I think it's
Now they probably just bought it.
yeah, right.
They buy a lot under the
No.
scope.
Remember,
Bro.
Disney owns Fox.
No, they own ABC.
Disney owns
Well,
everything.
Disney
ABC.
bought the X-Men back from Fox. Remember?
Does Disney own?
No, I don't think they bought X-Men back. They're trying to get it back.
No, they got
Almost
them.
like a. They
Yeah,
got
it
him?
was completed
Yeah, they
March
got 'em.
20th, 2019. Yeah, the acquisition of
Was it?
21st Century Fox by the Walt Disney Company was announced on December 14th, 2017, but it was completed on March 20th, 2019. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Disney owns 21st Century
Fox?
Fox. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Disney owns
but not
everything.
not like Fox 5 and stuff like that.
No, Fox 5. 21st Century Fox. That's Channel
Right,
5.
which was the movie. That's the movie company.
Interesting point.
But 21st Century might own FX.
What company owns Fox? The Fox Corporation. It is owned by Fox News Media, which
Right.
itself is owned by the Fox Corporation. The channel broadcasts primarily from studios at 1211 Manhattan. Okay.
Yeah, so they don't own. There's difference between the Fox,
Wait
the
a
movie.
minute. Another answer here. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
It says, is Fox and ESPN owned by Disney? In fact, they own 3 out of 4 top streaming services that are used by consumers. These include, with the acquisition of 21st Century Fox, Disney now has a significant stake in many streaming services. I don't think they own Fox, but they own the shares. Is that correct? The Disney-owned services include Hulu, ESPN Plus, and ABC News. Okay.
Right. That's I've known
Okay,
for
yeah,
many years.
you're right. They bought Fox Studios, not the
Right.
Fox Corporation. They got Fox Studios. They own
Yes.
that shit. They said, "Give
Right.
me as mine."
Yeah, but
Got
fucking
it. I think
NFL,
Fox is still
NFL
Fox
on
Corporation.
NFL on Fox 5. That's still the Fox Corporation.
But I think the FX is with them, because the FX channel is mostly showing like movies and TV
Yeah,
shows. They don't really show
FX,
sports.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's true. I mean, if Disney owns Fox Studios, they could just make something there and put it on Fox. Like, hey, that's our shit. You better play it. Damn. Anywho, XFL's a hit.
Yeah.
What's up with this USL? USFL?
It's not out yet, but it was decent last year.
Let me see. USL League One. That is that. No, I'm looking at a frisbee.
USFL.
Sorry,
USFL.
my bad.
You're looking
I,
at Ultimate
I saw
Frisbee
Marquise
League.
Brownlee diving for a fucking frisbee right now. USFL. There we go. Oh, very NFL-ish
Yeah,
teams.
they try to be more like the NFL. The
Boo.
Rock was like, yo, I'm trying to be different from these motherfuckers.
Facts. And that's what made the XFL survive so long to this point that The Rock can still do something with it because he still sees a pulse. It's just the XFL was so different from the NFL that it made its
Right.
stamp. As horrible as it went financially, it made a stamp just because the how different it was and entertaining and
Well,
exciting. Like
Vince,
we had customized
Vince,
jerseys, bro. What?
right?
Yeah.
Vince lost interest in it, and he left it off to the dead.
But that's fine, which was the best thing that could have ever happened because now, you know.
Right.
But wow. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. Definitely excited. Well, I don't know when this starts. I'm not trying to read too fucking much because I'm streaming right now.
No, yeah.
I don't know the schedules.
The USFL starts, I think, in
I gotta check
another
this.
month
I
or
Says
so.
gotta, I gotta
6
check.
weeks. Yeah.
April 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, another month or so.
Oh, they have a Philadelphia team in there. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Hey, here goes my team.
They got a New York team.
Nah, I'm not
I
gonna say
believe so.
Philadelphia. They have a New Jersey.
Same shit.
Hey, just because you're Giants playing Jersey is not the same shit.
Okay, where they originally played on in New York. So mind your neck.
I can't mind my neck.
All
I can't.
right.
But
They
yeah,
originally were playing in New York.
that is pretty cool. I'm ready for some more
Yeah,
football.
with the
I hope
XFL,
this is a win.
I hope so too,
I
because
hope it's a win. But I think it is.
because
They're gonna.
I also hope it makes this have the this makes the NFL wake up.
They have to. But NFL's too big.
All right, but if you keep making it the no fun league, it's gonna fail.
It's that we got the best of the best. I don't think these guys can compare to what we have in the NFL. So is that fair to say? Like there'll be probably less injuries in these leagues compared to what we have to deal with the NFL with the concussions and all that, cardiac arrests now. Is that something we have to worry about for the XFL and USFL? Just asking.
Yeah,
Uh,
still, I would say yeah, because you still gotta.
I'm just thinking of the fact that we got the best of the best in the NFL. We got the quicker, the stronger. Maybe. Right?
Yeah, not for nothing. The people in the XFL are still better than what we are. So
no, 100%.
So.
But if there's gonna be a whole bunch of Falcos out there, then and Sentinels.
My man Shane Falco, you better watch your mouth.
miles of heart.
That's right.
My man John Wick. From throwing the pig to defending dogs. That's crazy.
I remember he played FBI agent / former college player in fucking Breaking Point. So he's done a lot of sports movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, I think this might help the NFL become more proactive with their shit.
As they should. As I try to be in our fantasy league, and I always get pushed back, but I'm gonna get it. I got one this year. We're drafting super fucking early, and it came out to be a trip. So, eat it. We're thinking of more changes this upcoming season. Just don't know what they are. But we're in the board meeting. We're thinking of some shit. Maybe scoring systems might change. Chat. If you have any interesting ways to uplift the fantasy league or just make it more interesting, please drop it. Drop it.
Now I got a question. If the kicker is attempting a 50-yarder and he misses, is that still a minus?
Yeah. That has to be a minus. If it's not, it will be.
It was for my league. Like if you
so
miss,
then it is for ours. Yeah.
I can understand if you're going
We
for a
modified
30-yarder, but a 50-yarder, it's not conventional.
Oh, 50. I think it's a 15. You
No,
know what? We're
50-yarder.
gonna start doing that. That'll be more interesting. Now you got to think about the kickers you pick up. Easy. You just can't pick up any waiver trash. Be careful now. Could be hit or miss. That could be something interesting. If you're down for it, of course, I'll run it through the guys. Majority wins.
yo, what is PTA points?
After touchdown.
Okay, so if you missed one of those or a field goal, it was -1. It didn't matter what
Right.
length it was in my team, in my league.
And we had
And
that
then-
in our league too.
Yeah, it was like the further you were, the more points you got.
Right.
Yeah. It's like
But
that
in our league,
too.
if you missed it, if you was like a 40-yarder and you missed it, you still lost points.
You get negatives.
Like we were brutal.
When it happens,
we were brutal with it.
yeah,
we
when
were
it
brutal
happens,
with it.
it's so joyful. You just laugh like, "Who got that kicker? Who got him? He just missed." Ah! You know
You go
he's
home.
tight. You know he's mad. Then you see in the chat a few seconds later, "Fucking kicker."
Yo, my man, I lost my playoff game because my fucking kicker decided to have a negative 4-point game.
That's
The man,
wild,
the nigga
bro.
from the nigga from fucking the patch who was consistent all year long.
Imagine the
minus
people with the
a
Cowboys
negative-
kicker.
Oh, dude.
That's funny, man. But yeah, what's up with hockey? I hear the Rangers are doing good. That's per usual.
Yeah, I mean,
Rangers
I
are here to stay.
I haven't watched hockey in a minute. You know what it is? Because Dolan gives more shit about the hockey league than he does about basketball.
No, the thing is that Dolan keeps his hands out of the fucking Rangers. He doesn't touch the Rangers. He doesn't get involved with the GM or any other shit. With the Knicks, he wants to be the GM. That's the problem. He's more hands-on with the Knicks than he's with the Rangers. Because he thinks he knows basketball. He don't know shit. Dolan, if you're hearing this, if I see you in the street, I'll stab you with a rusty screwdriver.
You don't know
Man.
shit.
And use that same screwdriver to build your coffin. Jeez. Savages.
Word.
Dude, he's horrible. He
Absolutely.
this is the guy who made Isaiah Thomas the GM, then made Phil Jackson the GM. He hired a guy after both Isaiah and Phil Jackson. My man who played who was the GM for the Pacers. His name was Donnie Walsh. For 2 years, Donnie Walsh signed good contracts and drafted well. And he made Donnie Walsh trade for Carmelo Anthony. Where the Knicks gave up half their fucking team for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah,
And this is what James Dolan does. He wants to run the Knicks like Jerry Jones runs the Cowboys. Jerry, there's a reason why you guys haven't won a chip in 25 plus years.
Dak Prescott.
Nah, come on. Dak Prescott's the last couple of years, bro. He literally, I don't know how people can keep calling the Cowboys America's team. They haven't won anything since the late 90s.
It's true.
I don't want to be America's fucking team. Bro, please get my birds out of there.
My
And
man,
the
you
only
would
reason I
never
say
be.
that-
You would never be America's team. Philly's
Watch
too dirty.
your mouth.
Philly's too dirty.
Yo,
It's
the
just
minute
like a fucking America. I mean, we're not dirty.
yeah, the
We're
minute
the dirtiest.
the minute they say that Philly's America's team, they're just gonna show that video of the dude underneath the train set tracks, looking at all the fucking junkies just sitting there.
That's America. We ain't
It
shit.
is.
My
Yeah.
my mascot, my logo's a fucking bald eagle. It's the American
Yeah,
bald eagle.
you can't get any America.
more
You can't get
America
more
than that.
America.
America.
Yeah, that's Mad America.
I don't want to be. Y'all can have that shit. Give it to the Cowboys. I don't want to be the fuck. Got me fucked up. Nah, I don't want to be America's team, man. I think that's why the Cowboys have that bad omen on them. Like that's what it is. That's what it is.
You think? You sure it's not the fact that ever since he let go of Jimmy Johnson?
It's the pressure of being America's team. That's why they feel like every year Super Bowl. Like
No,
they're the only teams that talk like that. That's crazy.
Truthfully, I truthfully believe that Jerry Jones has done it to himself. Because think about it, when Jimmy Johnson was there, Jimmy Johnson's like, yo, fuck you, I'm drafting so and so, so and so, and so and so. And then he was like, no, you know what? I want to run the team. So Jimmy, you get off my team. And because remember, Jimmy won 2 chips, and then the last one with Barry Switzer was with a team that Jimmy put together. You know what I'm saying? And then Barry Switzer fizzled out, and then a couple of years down the line, he signed Parcells. And I love my man Parcells, former Giant or whatever, because he basically told Jerry Jones, yo, you're not gonna fucking make me the chef and then put me in the kitchen and not allow me to buy my own groceries. I'm gonna draft the players I want to draft. And that lasted a couple of years before Jerry goes, you know what? I want to be doing this drafting. I think that's what kills. And don't get me wrong, he's done a good job drafting players because they have drafted good. But the players know that the head coach has no kind of authority. It starts and ends with Jerry Jones.
Fuck him.
Look what Zeke got that thing with the Mardi Gras. Everybody's like, oh, he's gonna get suspended. Right. He's gonna get. Now, mind you,
I love titty.
I get it. He was like what, 22, 23 in Mardi Gras, and and girls are like, oh
he
yeah,
just got signed to the Dallas Cowboys. Was that before? That was before he got drafted?
That was after he got drafted.
Yeah, it was after. Okay.
That was like his sophomore year, his second year in the league.
Tisk,
you know what I'm saying?
Tisk.
Yeah, but again, a young man who's probably never had money before in his life, now got money. Now he has that recognition.
It's real out here. Can you blame him?
No.
I would have. If he would have done so, if he did that, I would have been in jail now.
If you done that, you would have been in jail.
Of course, I would have been in jail because I wouldn't just show a titty. I wouldn't half-ass it. Gotta give the people what they want.
Yo, you ain't no such thing as a halfway crook. Shit. You fucking show that titty.
You show that Oriola.
But but the Cowboys have just, and everybody's like, oh, well, he might get suspended, whatever. And Jerry Jones came out and says, like, nah, he did nothing wrong. But meanwhile, a lot of the media is asking fucking the head coach what's going on. The head coach is like, well, you know what, we're going to have to look into it, whatever. The players on the Cowboys know that, like right now they have Mark McCarthy as the fucking head coach. Mark McCarthy has no say in whether they're going to play on Sunday or not. It's Jerry Jones. So you really think that the players on that team are going to listen to the head coach when they know it's like, yo, if Daddy Big Bucks up there says I'm playing, there ain't nothing you can say.
Daddy Big Bucks.
Yeah, Jerry Jones got them big bucks, bro. Daddy Big Bucks.
Sure it does.
Martin.
Let's not forget that when the Dallas Stadium first opens, they had strippers.
They did.
Dude, they had girls on the post. Come on now, those are strippers.
Yeah.
They ain't cheerleaders or entertainers. Listen. I know what a stripper looks like. I seen a stripper. Those are strippers.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's America.
That's right. Hey, listen. Ain't nothing wrong with strippers. I love strippers. You know, but
America.
but let's not call them cheerleaders. We all knew what they were. We all knew what they were.
100%. You know, slice some
Yep.
money under the table. Get yourself a personal cheerleader.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's up
But
with
listen.
the fight world?
So March, John Jones is fighting Kong for the vacated UFC heavyweight championship. And
Because they wanted my man to take a dive.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't give a shit if John Jones is one of your best fucking fighters in the world that everybody wants to talk about and is a cheater, in my opinion. Fucking, how does he take 3 years off and gets the title shot?
His first fight back.
It's
Yeah.
John Jones.
In a division he never fought in.
That's Mr. Oh, shit, my fault, y'all. That's Mr. John.
I hear you, but you know what the crazy thing was? They offered Francis Ngannou what, $8 million for 4 fights, and Ngannou was like, "Yo, I want 3 fights: John Jones, Stipe Miocic, and John Jones again. And I want the fighters to have health insurance, some other stuff. He wanted things to be in place for the fighters to be at least taken care of."
Dana White don't care about the fighters.
And the UFC said, "Oh, you afraid of John Jones? Fuck it. Go. I'm just gonna tell the world you don't want to fight John Jones." That's what happened. That's pretty much what happened. My man said, "Yo, I want healthcare for the fighters." Oh, you wanna talk about mothers? and they let him go. They let him go.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. So now Francis Ngannou is talking online to Deontay Wilder, and Wilder's like, "Yo, we'll have 2 fights, one in a ring and one in a fucking octagon." He'll fight him in MMA. He said, "What's going on, Kofi? We out here."
What up, Kofi?
So,
baby.
But
I listen, to tell you the truth, there's so much going on in the fight world. It's hard to keep track of.
I was just gonna say, any other leagues competing with UFC? I know there's other leagues out there.
So you have
there's Bellator,
close?
Not really.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Bellator.
nothing really close to UFC.
You know what fucked up Bellator? They signed with DAZN. They're no longer on cable.
DiGiorno?
DAZN. Shit that Oscar De La Hoya made for the boxing.
The Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
They signed with them people, and now it's like you need another streaming service to fucking watch them. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't investing in that. You know, I got ESPN Plus because I wanted to watch the UFC, the Ultimate Fighter. But I'm not investing in another app. If they would have stayed on cable, I would have watched it. They have the MFL, Major League Fighting, which they're saying that Ngannou might sign with. You know, they're up and comers, but it's hard to find out where they are. You know, they're all hidden shits.
Yeah, none of the people underneath UFC have like a major deal.
Yeah, it's literally just all it's minor leagues after the UFC.
Okay. Damn. That's whack.
But tell you the truth, man, all I want to know is when is Amanda Nunes fighting again?
Soon. I think she's fighting this year. I got
you know
right now.
You know who I want to see? Because I know they fought like years ago, and Nunez won. But Nunez and what's her name?
Valentina?
Chichevka? What?
Oh,
Yeah,
Valentina Shevcheva. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I want to see that fight now.
yeah.
I'm trying to
Because
get like
isn't Valentina like in a crazy fucking unbeaten streak?
Yeah, in the
And
flyweight
I like
division.
yeah, I don't think like she's lost ever since she. I don't think she's lost since she lost to Nunez.
No, she hasn't. So Valentina Shevchenko is the co-main event for John Jones and Cyril Khan,
I'll probably
which is
watch
in
her
March.
fight. I'll probably watch her fight and then go, okay, I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the John Jones a couple of years ago. Yeah, I'm watching the fight. John Jones now, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. To me, John
I
Jones is
hate
like
him.
is like Jeff Hardy, bro. How many times you gonna get this motherfucker a chance, but he gonna keep doing drugs and fucking shit up? My man is undefeated in the octagon, but he lost his belt 3 times. So I don't think that's something
Cause the
people should be proud
cocaine.
of.
That cocaine.
Yeah. And he was bragging that he beat Daniel Cormier on coke. Like, bro, any other sport you'd have been fucking banned.
Yeah, blackball.
Boxing,
You would have been black. You would have been blackballed.
yeah, but because he's Dana White's fucking cash cow. And McGregor and Ronda Rousey, they can literally do whatever they want. McGregor punched no man in the face, and it's fine. You punch the old man in the face,
Ronda
it's hard.
Rousey can't fucking throw a punch, but she's fine.
Yeah,
And her fake intestine face. I really don't like her face.
yeah. The tougher she tries to look, the more of a little girl she looks like.
The more I laugh.
Yeah,
Like that, like I was like I was showing YouTube the other day, and when I saw her come out on WWE again, and she had that face, I'm like, yo, I can't take you serious.
yeah, yeah.
Like I can't take you serious.
Yeah, I couldn't either. In the boxing world, they're talking about Mayweather versus Jose Aldo in a boxing match.
Yeah, but that would have no implications on Mayweather's record, though.
No, of course, but I mean, to see it, is
It's gonna be like a
It's
Jake
too
Paul thing.
late. It's too late.
oh
That's a good fight, but it's too late.
yeah, but by
For
no
both of them.
means,
Yeah.
would I have ever given Jose Aldo the benefit of the doubt to beat Mayweather. Jose Aldo's a good striker, but by no means.
No, like that.
If Mayweather was like, "Yo, I'm only gonna fight you left-handed," I'll give Aldo 10% chance to beat Mayweather.
I thought Aldo was a good striker. I'm just giving
He
Aldo the
is,
benefit
but
of the doubt. Yeah.
MMA is different, bro. MMA is different. His striking came from his leg kicks and his knees. Like he had good boxing, but he dominated with his kicking. He Muay Thai and shit.
Mm,
Different from boxing.
Multi.
Mayweather made fucking Canelo look stupid.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
but
put
that's
an
but
MMA fighter in there and
that's when
expect.
Canelo was young.
It's true, but everyone thought Canelo was gonna be the guy, and Mayweather was like, "Well, here goes your guy.
Here goes your guy.
Here goes your guy." Now shut the fuck up. I showed the baby how to fight. You happy now?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
not for nothing. There was on one time he got caught by Mosley. He adjusted. He lost one round by Mayorga, and then the second fight destroyed him.
He took that second fight on purpose to show that
Yeah.
he could have destroyed him. Like,
Yeah.
he got lucky. He like Mayweather messed up that round. Because at the end, he goes like when they showed the card, he was like, "He won a round." Like, nah,
Yeah,
that was
Don't
dope.
sleep. De
That
La
was
Hoya. De La Hoya. I think one of the fights, De La Hoya had him reeling for a round or two.
yeah. De La Hoya had a good strategy to beat Mayweather. The problem was it was pity pat punches because he was too old to throw at that speed with any force. and two, he didn't have any endurance to keep that pace up. Because a lot of the shit he did when he fought Mayweather was put him against the ropes and those rabbit punches to the body. But they were pity pat. They weren't really hurting Mayweather. Mayweather was outspeeding him, and at that point he out endurance De La Hoya. A younger De La Hoya, it would have been a different fight. But then again, that was a young ass Mayweather. Both of them in their primes. I think Mayweather takes it on De La Hoya, but
Should be a closer fight.
yeah, but it's a different story when you start talking about other fighters like Trinidad or people that have that heart. You know what I'm saying? But
Tell you what though. Tell you what, that was it Mayweather in his prime, Julio Cesar Chavez in his prime? I'm taking Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, he was reckless. He had a cement block on his neck.
Yo, my man, he was literally a pit bull in that ring.
Yeah, but how many pit bulls did Mayweather fight that he tamed? Look at Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz was throwing headbutts after a while.
Yeah, for real. He got pissed. I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. I mean, I give it to Mayweather just because of his intelligence in that ring. He had the ability to adapt to shit on the fly.
Yeah.
But
he was nice, man.
Yeah, there was no way in fuck I would give Jose Aldo a chance against Mayweather unless Mayweather lets Jose Aldo hit him. But we're talking about 10-ounce gloves. It's not an 8-ounce gloves. I mean, those little 4-ounce gloves that they use in the UFC, it's just to protect your knuckles so that way you don't break your hand. But you can hit the button quick. Yeah, you can hit the button, quick with good aim with those 4-ounce gloves. But with you got the 10-ounce gloves on, that's like a pillow hitting your face. And I'm not saying it don't hurt, but that button ain't as accessible.
100%. For me ordering food, like I'm against eating at this time. I normally don't. I shouldn't.
But when we talk about Mayweather,
I'm fucking hungry. I hit the gym. I'm hungry. I'm starving. The motors are running. I'm hungry.
I hear you.
Like I could fast, but like that gym hunger hits different.
Yeah,
like I could eat 2 plates of the Spanish lunch. It's like I got just.
No, I hear you, bro.
The
I hear
white
you.
rice is I'm starving right now, bro.
I gotta get back into doing something.
Yeah, I went back for the first time in a minute. I brought the oil. Like oil up the gears. Like, I had the juices flowing. Felt good. Felt good as always. Like nothing's changed. So I'm like, all right, that's good in that department. But I'm just fucking hungry. Sorry. Speaking of sports, this is sports related.
Shit, yo, not for nothing.
Starving.
If I ever went back with you to the gym, bro, I would need a bag just for the wrist straps, the elbow support.
Yeah, we coming different, yeah.
Yo, yeah, man.
Whole gym smelling like Bengay and icy hot.
Yeah, yo, dude. When I had the COVID and I was out, I used the weights I had and I was doing some reps. My wrist was on fire. My elbow was on. I was like, yo, I need support for these shits. Now I'm not no young whippersnapper. I beat the shit out of these joints. Those reps and weights. I need help. But once you get them shits on,
when we was young too, though, we were reckless. I mean, when we were playing tackle football on our block and getting tackled against the cars and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I walk by blocks now and I don't see no kids playing at all.
Word. Every block
like
is empty.
You walk by the streets in the summer, you hear no kids on the fucking block playing. None. I remember growing up, man, you couldn't keep me in the apartment in the summertime.
Yeah.
I'm waking up, I'm getting dressed, eating breakfast, and you go, I'm out.
Yep. Even if it was outside in the like right on the block.
Right, because you was outside.
Yeah.
I remember playing, football, basketball, stickball, in you know, for my Dominican people out there, plaquita.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
handball,
yo,
Chinese handball.
yo,
Oh, Chinese handball.
you know what I'm saying? And then at night it was playing manhunt.
Yeah,
You know, if you know around 7 o'clock, you get the first mother who sticks her head out the window and calls you, and you're like, what? And you're like, yo, it's time to eat. And that was like set all the other ones off, and then all the other ones when they should come out the fire escape. You better come upstairs and eat. But like, yo, we be back in an hour. Yo, back in an hour. You go upstairs, you eat, you come back downstairs.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? But you was out in the streets. Nowadays, it's like there's nothing out there.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
you can't anymore. There's no space for it. You all these motherfucking Uber DoorDash motherfuckers. You can't play a lick. They're everywhere. Even on sidewalks, they're everywhere. You can't play
yeah.
no games anymore. Motherfucker. Sorry, we had to get that off my chest.
No,
I hate
I
them.
hear you. I
But
hear
it's
you.
not even that. Not
Hate
even that.
them.
But you have also these blacks that were big before who now have that fucking bike lane. Who now fucking made my block was fucking huge. Like on my block growing up, like you had the cars that were parked and you can have people double park and you can still have space to play. Now on my block, they made my old blocks when I grew up on. They made a bike lane, and you know, like my man, if somebody is parked or trying to trying to park, there's no cars that can get through. Like you literally have to wait until that person parks. And they did that to a lot of blocks up in the heights around the Columbia Presbyterian.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just stupid.
yeah,
But even that, we used to Joe, Chris, I mean, we used to go to the fucking the park to play ball. Like
Yeah.
you don't see kids in the park anymore at all, even in the summertime.
there's a park by me that sometimes you'll see. No, I was gonna say kids, but they're like late teenagers, young men playing basketball. You don't see kids. Yo, there's like 8 handball courts, and there's only one filled up, and that was them smoking weed. You know, they didn't even play handball. They just sat there to smoke. They just sat there to smoke weed.
Yeah, like I remember passing by J Hood right on a Sunday, and you had people playing basketball and softball. It'd be packed. You walk
Yeah,
back now, there's nothing there, and you
yeah,
had the handball courts where everybody always you always had games going, whether it be
yep.
handball or the very few blanquitos with their tennis rackets going back and forth.
Oh
But
yeah,
the J
racquetball.
Hood, yeah, your J Hood right was packed.
Yeah, yeah. There was.
Now you pass by and like you see the kids, the younger kids with their mommy and daddy at the beginning of the park where you know you have the swings and all that stuff, but on the other side actually empty.
Yeah, and you had the paddle ball and shit. But
Yeah,
it's true though. It's true, man. Because no one, everybody's on their phone. Everybody's on their phone playing the video games, and and it wasn't like when we came inside at 9, 10 o'clock to fucking because we had to come inside. Now it was too late. We was playing video games until 3 o'clock in the morning. We had a
yeah.
full day's worth of shit.
Nintendo, Sega,
Yeah, I've
Nintendo
been
64,
And there was
Sega Genesis.
no ADD.
nope.
There was no ADHD. There was no anxiety. There was none of that, bro.
Yeah,
None. No one knew what the fuck that shit was because it didn't exist.
yeah, and also the word no existed. Also,
yeah.
remember that?
that'll follow by a slap in the back of the head.
Word. Can I have this? No. There was no shit. Now I can have it. No, it was. Can I have this? No. Fuck.
You get it out. You get it out the way. That's those first 5 seconds. Go. Goddamn. Yeah. I see y'all tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Just walk like fuck. Like damn, mom. Get a 6 or
Right.
7. David's doing it. Are you fucking David? No. Get your punk out. Okay, mom.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
I
give a
remember-
shit about that.
I don't give a shit about David. I was, and then, like, you know what? I'm gonna call David's mom right up now, so he can call him upstairs. Like, damn.
Fucking up for
Yeah,
everybody,
remember when
Chris.
we were growing up on the block, your parents gave everybody that they knew on that block permission to whip your ass,
Yep.
and then by the time you got home, your parents was already known that somebody whipped your ass, and you get another ass whipping.
Yep. Shit.
And everybody was vecina, even though they lived like 3 or 4 buildings away. Oh, your vecina, I saw your son doing this and doing that.
Yep. Yep.
I smacked him in the back of the head. There was no, oh, why you doing touching my child? It was like, thank you very much. I'll take care of him when he comes upstairs.
Yep. Because remember the rule was act like you got some sense. Don't embarrass me in public.
Oh, dude, I remember my mom would tell me like, yo, we're gonna go in the store. Don't embarrass me. Don't be
Yep.
asking me for shit. I ain't
Yep.
got money for shit.
Yep.
So my mom would be like, yo, you make a scene right here, and remember, we're gonna get home at one time.
So you
I
guys keep
remember,
in the same house, right?
Yeah.
yo, all I know is I tell people shit. I remember growing up, like if you were starting to get a little bit too rambunctious, your mother would give you that death glare that put the fear
Yeah.
of Jesus in you. They'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Kids don't have that shit nowadays.
Nope.
That's why you have these kids standing up to teachers and shit like that.
So we have mass shootings, but I ain't gonna take it there. But
But
please don't
it's
listen,
true.
bro.
Look,
I know
also,
someone that works as she's a social worker, I believe, and like the cases that she has to deal with is absurd, bro. Parents reaching out crying to like quit, like can't parent this kid, like take him away from me, please. There's one kid that burned the kitchen down because of like the feud that they have. This is like another family, like it's out of control. Like it's not.
well,
I don't
you
know.
know what
Like
I
I
would
don't know.
tell you know what I
Yeah,
would tell that parent. You know what I
Punch
tell
him
that
in the
parent?
face.
Yo,
it's crazy.
yo, I would tell that parent, yo, listen, uh, Kings of Comedy, watch Burning Mac 7. Okay, that's all you got to do. When he's talking about how he's talking to the kid and he snuffs him, yo, don't tell boom.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
sometimes, yo, that's the whole thing. Nowadays it's always, oh, call it. I remember, not for nothing. I told my mom one time, this is back when the calling the cops first started shit. And I told my mom, yo, you don't discipline me, you abuse me. I'm gonna call the cops. She goes, yo, I'll let you call the cops. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, if you reach the phone. I was like, oh.
Yo. There was
I was like, I'm good. I'm good, mom. I'm good.
there was one time my mom called them for me and said, yo, this little bitch wants to ask you a question. And I'm like,
I, I remember my sister telling my nephew, she said, listen, you're gonna call the cops, that's fine. But they're gonna take you away. You're not gonna see me no more.
yeah. Yeah.
And then my nephew was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. But at the same time, growing up, you know, we got bullied. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I tell people like it's not like we didn't get bullied growing up. I remember trying to get bullied. I mean, I remember I was like 5'5", and the tallest kid in my class was already 6 feet, and he wanted to try to bully everybody smaller than him, and I was like, yo, nigga, fuck you,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck,
And
fuck you, my dick. We want to fight. I tell people shut up. Now again, back in the day, if you fought with your hands, you got to live.
yeah.
Nowadays, you can't fight with nobody because, and I'm sorry, YouTube, I'm gonna say, but the most pussy-ass motherfucker out there don't know how to throw hands, but want to go grab a gun and don't even know how to shoot because they'll shoot a 14-year-old that has nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But don't have the balls to come up to you and be like, yo, let's do this again. I
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
you, everybody that grew up in the 90s, whatever, the majority of us know how to throw hands because we fought each other.
Yeah.
And then the next day we were friends again.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's like, like you don't even know what you're fighting for. Oh, you looked at my girl, so I gotta come and shoot you. Motherfucker, I wasn't looking at your girl.
What sport is that? That's something I'll watch.
You know what I'm saying? Now, we were just talking how back in the days, people knew how to throw hands because we fought each other, and then the next day we made up and we were playing football again. Nowadays, you look at somebody, you just glance at somebody already want to shoot you because everybody thinks because they have a gun or whatever that makes them a man. This don't make you a man. It makes you a pussy.
Or yeah.
Fellas, I almost gotta go. I gotta pick up my order. I'm
so
starving.
you dumping us for food?
I mean,
ain't that bad a bitch?
word. I mean, we went through all the topics for today, pretty much.
We did.
So I guess we could call
Don't do
it
that to me.
we could call it a good one.
I said I'm hungry. Don't do that to me. I'm starving. I'm about to like literally run out. I'm hungry.
Starving like Marvin.
Yeah.
At least tell the viewers around the world what you eat.
I'm eating 10 wings with veggie sticks. That's the
Nice.
best I can do right now.
Hey,
at this time, that's the best I can do right now. That and
plain wings.
Plain wings. It's wings. It's the best I got.
Okay.
And I was gonna get a soup, but the soup wouldn't do anything, so I had to go there.
Yeah.
Yo, with that being said, fellas, I love you guys. Yo,
hey man, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace and love. Take care of each other.
Word.
Now,